A pleasant good evening to you all from the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Chris Lynch for what promises to be a good night of hockey here in Hat City. The FPHL's Danbury Hat Tricks take to the ice against the Mississippi Seawolves. This is the middle of 3 games that they are playing against the, first 2 are against the Mississippi Seawolves. The third will be against the Delaware Thunder tomorrow afternoon. And Danbury looking to bounce back. They had a tough defeat last night, 5-3 the final, with the 5th being an empty netter. Yanni Liarakos and Evgeny Yaroslav Yevdokimov put up excellent performances offensively, 4 points each, a goal and 3 assists. 2 of them are tied for second in the entire FPHL as far as scoring is concerned with 83 points. Yevdokimov has been a terror goal scoring wise. He took more of an assist and setup role as Kyle Russell did more of the goal scoring, potted 2 to give these Seawolves at first a 3-0 lead, then a 4-1 lead. And Danbury cut it back and had a goal on a power play with the extra attacker. So they did their best to rally from a tough situation. But head coach Billy McCreary looking for more than just rallying from a tough situation, looking to try and get some victories. So they'll bounce back and look to see what they can do this evening. And a couple of changes for the Hat Tricks. No player changes for Mississippi. They're putting Blake Wywork, who stopped 40 saves last night, ties a career high for him, so he'll get right back in net, as makes complete sense. Yanni Liarakos doing the coaching and playing this evening for the Mississippi Seawolves. Meanwhile, the Hat Tricks, a couple of swaps. Zach Pamaleon draws back into the lineup. He'll be on the right wing this evening. Yes, not only is he playing again tonight, but the Aiea Hawaii native is taking to the forward lines. He has been used as a defenseman for the most part, but they've gotten some guys back, and Billy has settled into this defense core that he's got right now with Abdella and Gonzalez, McDonald and Robertson, and Yao and Dowler as his defense pairings. It's the exact same collection of defensive players that he had on the ice last night, and he's going to roll with it again this evening. So no changes, no need in his mind to adjust that. Brian Wilson also will go back into the net for the Danbury Hat Tricks. Had one of his not as great games. He had 16 saves on 20 shots, but a lot of those, the second one especially, there was nobody defending Russell as he got 2 clear shots right on the doorstep and right in front of the net, right in front of Wilson. So it'd be just nice to get some defensive help, I'm sure head coach McCreary has told his team, has told his players. So that's how that shakes itself out. The other swap, Daniel Amesbury draws back into the lineup. He'll actually be getting the start alongside Gordy Bennell and Johnny Ruiz. Yao and Dowler will be getting the starts for the Danbury Hat Tricks. For Mississippi, it's exactly the same unit with Epwright on the left wing, Philip Wong at center, and Jackson Bond on the right. It'll be Mackenzie Schopfer getting the start on D, playing now in his 2nd professional game as a member of the Mississippi Seawolves. The other starter is going to be Connor Lind, the former Danbury Hat Trick, who went to the Seawolves in exchange for one Daniel McKittrick, who is back up on that top forward line with Gordy Bennell and Johnny Ruiz, who have been reunited. That was an adjustment made in-game during last night, and that worked out pretty well. Those guys have been together for a couple of years, not just as friends and teammates, but they were line mates, and they really developed that chemistry through the meat of the season last year and terrorized teams in the Fed. So again, Gordy and Johnny reunited on their forward line. They'll be going right back to their In their minds, they'll be going right back to their goal-scoring ways and aiming to try and get the Hat Tricks on a win. An 11-game winning streak snapped last night by the Seawolves, who break their own road-losing streak. And it's worth noting, Mississippi, in 3 matchups, has 2 regulation wins and 1 overtime win against the Danbury Hat Tricks. Mississippi has 15 wins on the season, and 3 of them, 1/5 of their win counter, has come against this Danbury Hat Tricks team. Danbury has 7 regulation losses this season. 2 of them have come against Mississippi. That's about 1/3 of their losses this season have come against this unit. And it's an interesting phenomenon in how that has worked itself out, but that's how the games have been played. And we'll have to see how they adjust. Here are the rest of the lines. Gordy Bennell, Johnny Ruiz, and Daniel McKittrick up top. Tobias Ojek, Brendan Sheehan, and Zach Pamaleon on the second line. Sheehan and Ojek stay paired together. Lucas DeBenedette centers the third line with Jacob Radcliffe now on his right and Michael Marchesson on his left. A relatively significant change. Players you're seeing come onto the ice right now are the Danbury junior hat tricks on the girls program who made it to the national tournament, so congratulations to them. They'll get to celebrate and be on the ice with the Fed players as they'll come through the starting lineups and get to shake hands with everybody. So once more, congratulations to this team who made it to the Nationals, part of the full operation that the Danbury Hat Tricks are looking to expand on. To expand into a youth program. They've got the 2 junior programs running, one at the NA3 level and one at the NAHL program. And this is all part of the operation that Billy McCreary is looking to try and develop here in Hat City. Curry walking out onto the bench. Steve Brown, Tyler Noseworthy, John Kopinski, and Matt Voidy, the coaches who are here this evening. And that will be the trainer. Griffin Zaski from the Null team is serving as the equipment manager this evening for the weekend's games. Again, here are the records. Danbury 36-7-5 on the overall season. They had an 11-game winning streak coming into a 10-game winning streak that they were trying to stretch into a longer one, but couldn't do so last night. Mississippi snapped it, and now they look to try and bounce back with a little bit more early offense, because Mississippi had the jump, had the life early, and was able to control the pace, rhythm, feel, and flow of the game last night. So we'll see how that is able to work itself out. And also all throughout the game tonight, the Danbury Hat Tricks will be giving away a 2022 Alfa Romeo Giulia. It's going to be pretty cool, and somebody hopefully will be walking away with a brand shiny new fancy rig courtesy of Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo. It's been one of our great sponsors throughout the course of the season. They are the exclusive scoreboard and uniform sponsor of the Danbury Hat Tricks. Let's give you the starters very quickly for Mississippi. Blake Wyrick will be back in net. Jeff Eppright on the left, Philip Wong at center, and Jackson Bond on the right. Connor Lind starts on defense, and Mackenzie Schaffer will start on defense. Schaffer from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, signed out of the ACHA team. They won a conference championship. And here they are. And here he is taking part in all of that. You see Billy McCreary walking down the line and tapping fists with the Danbury Junior Hat Tricks, the girls program. Made it to the national tournament. A big step for that program and a big step for these excellent young players. Part of the developing hockey culture that Danbury has been growing since the days of the Trashers and continues to foster and continue to help lead along. We're just about set for the setup, so we'll throw things downstairs to Dre, the public address announcer, who's got the starting lineups and the national anthem. Back up here in just a little bit. Enjoy the pregame starting off ceremonies.
Assistant Captain, number 9, Gordy Bonnell. At center, the captain, number 19, Johnny Ruiz. On right wing, number 14, Daniel Danbury. On the fence, number 4, Jared Yao. Also on the fence, number 11, Brandon Dowler. And in goal, number 30, Brian Wilson. Please welcome the coaching staff for your Danbury Hat-Tricks. General Manager Billy McCreary, assistant coaches Matt Boydie, Tyler Noseworthy, Steve Brown, John Kapinski, athletic trainer Aaron Kukopoulos, and equipment manager Griffin Zaski. And please join the Hat-Tricks for a moment of silence for the victims of this weekend's devastating tornadoes in Mississippi. Our thoughts are with all those affected. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you stand and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthems. Playing this Canadian anthem tonight is Hudson DiTomasa. Everyone. For the singing of the American National Anthem, please welcome Jackson Bennett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very well handled series of
All right, fans, and we got a couple
ceremonies. We're going to have a couple more puck drops.
From the Girls Elite Hat Tricks program, we've got Devin. Give it a drop. Next up, celebrating a birthday, we've got Wyatt. Happy birthday, Wyatt. From Roanoke, Virginia, we've got Sonia dropping a puck. Careful on the ice tonight, Sonia. Wow. Not bad, not bad. Are you guys ready for Danbury Hat Tricks hockey? Hey fans, last weekend we had alumni night where we brought back a lot of former Hat Tricks, Trashers, Whalers, whole host of teams. We got a guy here, number 19. He played more games than any other player in the history of the Danbury Whalers. It was 170 plus games. He scored 50 goals in his career for the Whalers. He had 10 points in our championship playoff. Tyler Noseworthy also had 10 points in that playoff run. He's a member of the original Ring of Honor, Matt Caranci. Matt, we have your Whalers jersey here to present to you.
A wonderful gesture here. Matt Caranci being presented with his number 19 Danbury Whalers jersey. Unable to take part in the festivities of last night's goings-on and happenings on alumni night, but Matt Caranci, an enormous part of winning the, as of yet, only Commissioner's Cup championship in Danbury's professional history.
All right, hey fans, that's Matt Caranci. Thanks for being here. Good luck tonight. Let's get him.
All right, here we are. A good tribute to Matt Caranci. Good thanks and a good hope and moment of silence for the people affected by the horrible tornadoes that ripped through a big portion of Mississippi in places like Rolling Fork and Silver City, parts in the Mississippi Delta. We hope all the best for them. We hope we can bring some light to anyone from there who is looking for an escape and some good hockey. Mississippi on the road, Whites going from right to left. Danbury in the orange going the opposite direction. Johnny Ruiz wins the opening face-off. The puck is dropped. We're underway from the Danbury Ice Arena. Ruiz tries to work this out in the neutral ice. Amesbury will work it along the boards. No room for it. Right. We opened the goal scoring last night. Further, Yao. Now to Amesbury. Amesbury will pull up, walks it, looks for the shot. Oh, nearly bounced in. Tried to throw it in front. Yao knocked up top. And the first shift gone by with the hat tricks, looking for a chance to try and compete. They'll roll the second line up there.
Closest to the center circle takes home a t-shirt.
Gianogic and Pamaleon. Again, Zach Pamaleon has been used mostly over the last couple of weeks as a defenseman when he's seen the ice. With Riley Robertson coming back and providing an awful lot of size and physicality, he's filled out a spot on the defense spot. So Pamaleon, who really is a forward mostly, I wasn't even sure if he was going to be used as a defenseman. He never played it in this kind of level. Turned out he was pretty good at it. He's back up top as a forward, and 5 players sandwiched into the Zamboni door corner. Trying to work the puck free. Sheehan will work it up the wing. Over the middle, Sheehan has to throw it up to Ojic. It's behind him. Loose puck, and the Seawolves will carry this out. Danbury with 1 shot on goal so far as Yevdokimov got back to the blue line to make sure he was on sides. McDonald work it high. Sheehan sprints. Not there in time. The puck rolled away from him. Onto Kyle Russell's stick. Yevdokimov, the league's leading goal scorer, tipped by Leo Rakos. Wilson will paddle it away from McDonald. Wanted to high for Marchessault. Between him, Sheehan, forward, off sides. He shot it simultaneous with the whistle. 2 stops already. Danbury looking to bounce back from a defeat last night and get back to winning ways. To Benedette. Clean win for the Seawolves. To the red line, flipped in. Giving chase is Cerrone. Radcliffe will fly it. Archison giving chase to Benedette, tapping his stick. Got to fake out a call for a pass. Good knockdown by J-Mac. They keep it at the blue line. Wants the shot. It sails high and off the end boards over the crossbar. It'll roll back to McDonald at his own blue line. Got it forward, tipped by Bond, bounces. Archison will settle it, looks for it on the right, forward to Benedette. Throw it across, Radcliffe can't put it quite cleanly on net. Robertson the shot, save made. Good handle by Radcliffe, turns, fires, he hit it off the skate of Epwright. Danbury a good shift. Dowler and McKittrick fresh on the ice off the bench. Hard bounce all the way back to Wilson. Out of his net looking for a passing option. He's got Dowler along the boards. Behind the net, knocks sky high. Dowler sees it, wants it up for Wong. Got it on the block. Epwright not there. Wong shot into the awaiting net of Brian Wilson.
Remember, on the first Patrick's goal. First Patrick's goal. Only on the first Patrick's goal you can throw your carrots to center ice. Closest to the center circle takes home a t-shirt. This is the only arena in America that you can throw a carrot in.
About 3 minutes gone by. Wong and Ruiz. Dowler will bring it for Yao. Yao tries to fly it. McKittrick tried to control the bounce. They're going to say that McKittrick was offsides. An aggressive headlong pass, and Danbury certainly skating with a bit more life and verve than what they had in the first couple of minutes of last night's game. But it's ruled as an icing. No, not an offside. It's ruled as an icing, so we'll come back here. Ruiz and Wong, a defensive zone face-off for Danbury. Ruiz will win it. Yao up to Bennell. McKittrick glides on. Ruiz at the circle. Shot save made, big rebound. A theme from last night continues. Those rebound chances bounce away. Wong up the wings, trying to get by Dowler. Threw it to the slot. Wilson will knock it down. And a hard hit thrown on Wong by Dowler away from the puck. Wilson put it in his mitt off the Jackson Bond shot. And Mississippi with their first clean, good offensive look of the evening.
Hey, Van Stein, we're giving away. We are trying to give away from Alpha Romeo, from Todd Alpha Romeo in Danbury. We're trying to give away the
Sheehan and Leorakos.
That's right. The Alpha Romeo Junior. We're going to give
Drop
away
it.
tonight.
Sheehan a 2-point game in last night's matchup, bouncing on Wilson. Leorakos, bad angle shot, and Wilson will cover it. 16 saves on 20 shots faced for the Mississauga, Ontario native. And Brian Wilson, who's had an extremely good year. And one of his not as good games last night, but still second in the league in goals against average and save percentage, only behind Coolgan of the Columbus River Dragons. Leorakos trying to play it up top. One there. Flipped. Pamaleon trying to give some chase. This is not going to be turned into an icing. Sheehan spinning. Tries to work himself free. A loose puck. It's gotten to by Jake Raleigh and cleared out. Glove down by Xavier Abdella. Textbook hand pass. You won't get an argument from me out of this one.
Alpha Romeo in Danbury is giving away an Alpha Romeo Julia. We've got the contestants in section 100 tonight. We're going to whittle them down. We're going to give one fan a shot. They put it in the goal.
To Benedette on the dot, he'll win it cleanly. Robertson fumbles it. Yevdokimov will get the benefit of a tripping penalty by Robertson. And only 3 minutes and 56 seconds in, the hat tricks are shorthanded. The very last thing that you want to see if you are a hat trick fan. Danbury an 81.6% success rate on the penalty kill. Mississippi a 19.9% success rate on the power play. Turner to the circle shot, save, and they score it. 10 seconds into the power play, and it's number 10, Philip Wong, who does the honors, and the hat tricks trail almost immediately. You'll see it again. Rolled it to the circle, shot bounces. Wong's just in the right spot. There's nobody to clear Wong off that spot right in front of Brian Wilson. Got to the right spot, scored it, did his job extremely well, and just to get that one to go for him, so good job. Wong, for his part, his 13th goal of the season, his 27th point. Gonzalez will play it off to the left for Xavier Abdella. Fans on it. Kept in. Shot on, save made, another chance. Loose puck as Wilson came out of his crease. Knocked down, bounces over Lynn's stick. They'll give it back to the blue line, and the Seawolves are taken to Danbury like a duck to water. Shot on, sent wide to the left. Abdella, look for a pass forward, has Bunnell. Gonzalez. Ruiz will just tip it. Hat tricks will swap. They're going to say that's Leo Rockos who got the goal. I can't see that at all. That really should be Wong's goal, unless there's something that I missed, but that's how they've ruled it. So it's Leo Rockos' goal, his 84th point of the season, his 24th goal. Wong gets the assist, his 15th of the season. Yao controlled it, but just on the wrong side of the blue line. A hooking call against Riley Robertson. Mississippi 1 for 1 on the power play. Sheehan over the middle. Leorakos will give it backwards underneath Ojic's stick. Leorakos will tip it. Yao wants it forward for Ojic. Rings this deep. Pamaleon tied up. Just to get his way free throws, a big hit. Up to the boards. Robertson can't work it free. Leorakos will play it to the top of the circle. In front, bouncing puck. Sits behind the net. Leorakos looking to set it up to the point. Schaffer on part. Marchesson fields it. Pass picked off by Raleigh. The chant from the fans is "Let's go hat tricks." McDonald to Marchesson. Pocket picked. Seawolves looking for more. Walks in, shot blocked by Robertson, and into the protective netting upstairs off Jake Raleigh's shot. We'll take a breather, come back in a minute from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. Moving is stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Call Clancy and let them do the heavy lifting. Residential and commercial, plus other services, including storage from our friends at Clancy Moving and Relocation. Remember, Clancy is fancy. 13:29 the time remaining, and the Hat Tricks looking to get themselves knotted even against a team who has been a problem. Ratcliffe, the headlong pass for DeBenedette off the boards, works free, shot, misses a little bit wide. Up to the point, Gonzalez looking for a tip, bouncing puck, nobody on it in the right spot. DeBenedette will try and work it low for Ratcliffe. Marchessault gets the crunch from Bush Anderson. Cliff wanted to play it to the point, knocked straight up and bounced to Abdella. Gonzalez, Ratcliffe held up. He'll leave it for Marchessault to go and give some chase. Turner makes a play on it. Upright. McKittrick tried to pick his pocket. Wong over the middle. Wong will hold in, drop it to the circle to Benedette. We'll poke this out. Knocked down by Dowler. Yeah, with some room. Shots listed up on the board as 5 apiece. McKittrick couldn't control it as he was walking in. Yao will knock it down. Yao tries to walk it forward. Bounces to the boards right in front of the penalty box and scores booth. Knocked down by Bennell. McKittrick will go in against Lind, guy he was traded for. McKittrick at the circle. Wants the wraparound, will play it to the top of the circle, winds up, shoots it, and misses that shot. Right idea for McDonald. Robertson. Tip down. McKittrick springs himself free. McKittrick to the blue line, winds up, shoots it, and directly into the awaiting mitt of Blake Wyrick. That power play will tick the success rate for the Seawolves up a little bit further. About 19% before the start of the evening. It'll be at just about 20 now. Sheehan on the dot. Looks for the tip. Good save. Rebound, bouncing puck. Good point shot for Xavier Abdella. Yevdokimov across the right side. Raleigh running forward. Raleigh, shot, blocker, saved by Wilson. Big rebound, bounces to Ojic. He'll clear it high off the glass. Schoffer there for it. Takes the hard hit from Sheehan. Will work the puck free and Abdella. Across to Gonzalez. No pass for Ojic. Ojic some room to work with. He'll glide in at the left wing. Offsides again are the hat tricks.
We are coming up.
Shots are 7-6.
To the first elimination round for the Alpha Romeo Junior. It's going to be section 100. It's going to be seeds A through M versus N through Z. They're going to say, let's go hat tricks. We're going to give them each a chance, and whoever you think is more passionate,
11-12 to go here in the first. Sheehan
Alpha Romeo in Danbury.
and Leo Rockos. So full scoring on that goal, just to reiterate the situation. Belonging, Leo Rockos got the goal. Turner and Wong the assists. Sheehan will run it forward. Sheehan across to Ojic. Amesbury seeing a shift. Dowler the shot, bounces across. Sheehan up top for Yao, looking for the tip. Amesbury got a stick on it. He'll go in. Lays the lumber on Leo Rockos. Breaks behind him. Yevdokimov in. Shot. Wilson with the stop to keep it a 1-0 game, and a great save by Wilson. Yevdokimov sprung behind, got it free.
It's going to be rows A through M versus N through Z. Whoever says
Caranci will see the face-off against Benedette.
Can you win that, Alpha Romeo Junior? Heck yeah, good. I like that.
What about the face-off win? Didn't have it. Well, they'll try it again. One of my least favorite things has been the face-off where he's going to fake drop it or not prepare to drop it. Up to the point. Down. McDonald couldn't clear it. Caranci locked out by Robertson. Lind will want it forward. Kicked in. A hard hit by Robertson. Helland jostling with Amesbury at the Danbury bench. McDonald getting in the mix as well. No one's properly dropping the mitts, just a bunch of pushing, shoving, and let's call it aggressive hugging. All this started by a hit by Robertson on Helland at the hat trick bench.
All right, guys, we got a couple groups here we want to welcome. How about the Rubikwa Campground is here tonight? And then the Kitchen Crew, we're here tonight.
So 10-12, this won't result in any penalties. Just a simple knock it off, boys. Ruiz and Wong with a clean win. Donald tries to work it free. Robertson and Ruiz. Tied up, threw it to the slot. Had Jackson Bond waiting for it. Bond across. Russell was diving. That connected, that would have been a goal. Over behind the net. Using it around for Bennell against the half boards. Tipped by McKittrick. Mississippi will set up. Bond. A lot of room to work with. Hat-trick's changing players. Abdullah jostling in the corner for position. Bond against 3 hat-tricks. Epbright coming over to help him out. Sheehan will take it as it springs free. Off the boards for Pamaleon. Spinning like a top. Bennell throws it across. Sheehan walks in. Shot! Stopped and goes hard into the corner. And falling across it was Pamaleon. Across the goaltender, Blake Wyrick. No interference, no harm, no foul. Walked down, hit the official on its way in. Tried to drop it, Pamaleon. Worked off his stick. 8:50 the time remaining. Ojic throws a check. Leorakos will flip it across to his left for Haskins. Takes the hit from Pamaleon. Abdella. Pass blocked down. Lind will step in. Lind takes the check from Ojic. Bounces across. Leorakos. Ojic tries to spring free. One-on-one. Ojic drags shot. Stopped by Wyrick again. Radcliffe with the shot. Sailed a little bit wide to the left. And wind up from the point. Gonzalez couldn't play it. Hat tricks are very fortunate that bounced in the spot where it stayed offside. So we'll take our second media timeout of the period. Quick pause back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Dr. Matt Hartsburg is an official member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Check out Hartsburg Chiropractic and get on the road to a pain-free hockey season. There'll be a neutral zone face-off between DeBenedette and Leorakos. Something came onto the ice off of, not sure if it was off one of the doors, off a hit or something, but something fell onto the ice. So that's why the pause. Hat-tricks will take the possession, throw it forward for Marchesson to give it chase. They'll run it down in the corner. Throw some snow against the boards. Up top for Yao. Dowler to the circle, working with it. On wanted the tip. Marchesson, backhander, shot through, loose puck. Wyrick diving on it, and a great save. A sprawling play in front of the net. Wyrick, another excellent stop. Wyrick having one of his very best weekends of the season. Stopped 40 shots last night. Have a carrot thrown onto the ice prematurely. A carrot thrown prematurely, so the officials are going to come over and get that. The officials are going to come over and have a chat with the penalty box. They are going to throw out whoever throws stuff onto the ice at the incorrect time. Remember, it's the tradition here in Danbury to not throw carrots onto the ice after the first goal of the game. The next time it's thrown at not the first goal, the next thing that gets thrown onto the ice is going to result in a bench minor for delay of game, and that has already happened once this season. Talk about in December in a game against Delaware. Leo Rockos at the circle, looks for it across, nobody there. Marchesson will run out. Bush Anderson there for it as well. The puck knocked right over to Benedette's head. Wilson behind the net looking to settle it. Dowler can't get this one out. Leo Rockos. Ratcliffe, lob it out. Russell, back for it. Seawolves have capitalized on their one truly excellent chance on the power play. McKittrick forces the turnover up to Bonnell, takes the blast. Bonnell holds it, wanted it across for Ruiz, couldn't connect with him. Robertson will play it to the corner. Ruiz waits for it. Down low. Bonnell will come across. Tried to clear it. Robertson knocked it down on the wrong side of the blue line, so an offside's called. .6:52 the time remaining. Ruiz and Caranci, with Danbury favorites on the dot. Caranci, a historic one, came out of retirement to play for Mississippi. Biloxi's a great place to go and play some hockey. Johnny Ruiz, captain of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, has had an excellent season. Everyone's happy to have him back on the ice. Puck sneaks underneath McDonald. Wilson will ring it high off the glass. Knocked down. Pass from McDonald, too far for Ruiz. 6:25 the time remaining. Puck free, no, almost. Russell got on it to deny any further chances. Up the wing, under Caranci. Hard check thrown by Ojic against Lind. Xavier Abdella, settled by Pamaleon. Shoved off the puck. Tried to work this out, bounces on net, and Wilson very smartly will put his glove on top of it. Kyle Gonzalez there for it as well, and the Hat-Tricks in the middle of one of those in-game funks where just trying to figure out what they need to do to get themselves going correctly. .5:56 to play. Face-off won by Mississippi. Blocker save. Hard hit thrown by Wong, and we've got a penalty. Abdella being told by Sheehan to separate. The officials will come over and break up the conversation between Abdella and Wong. And for the first time in the game, the Hat-Tricks are going on the power play. Wong and Ojic continue their chat with each other. The officials tell Ojic to back away. Wong heads to the box, and the Hat-Tricks hopping to the ice for the power play. Danbury, a 16.9% success rate on the power play, tied with Delaware, and the percentage points is the second worst in the league. Only Watertown has had a weaker power play than the Hat-Tricks. Up to the circle, rolls across for Pamaleon. Gonzalez winds up, looks for the shot. Save made by Wyrick. Ruiz, work it low. McKittrick holds it. Backhands it for Ruiz. Steps it to the circle. Threw it to Marchesson. Diving for it. Gonzalez can't knock it down. Boarding called against Wong. Ruiz walks in, tries to get through underneath Sheehan. Marchesson to Ruiz, blocked one way. Sheehan will settle it. We played just about the first minute. Up to Gonzalez, winds up, looks for the shot, blocked down. Ruiz, how did that not go down? Puck is still free. The puck is still free. Taken. Marchesson throws it on towards the net, and it still doesn't go down. And Mississippi gets it out to neutral space. Wow. The whistle's gonna sound. Did the net come off its moorings, or what do we have exactly? We'll get a pause in the action, and we'll get our third media timeout of the period. Frantic sequence. Quick pause, back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Diversified Printing Solutions right here in Danbury is the Hat Trick's official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. Diversified Printing Solutions, DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all, locally owned and printed on paper from Connecticut trees. They printed our set of playing cards and our set of team posters. You can get of each of those at the Danbury Arena. You can also get the player cards on the Hat Tricks merchandise store. Just go to the Danbury Hat Tricks website. 46 seconds of power play time still remaining as Sheehan will work it out to Yao. Ojic holds second power play unit to Benedette, Benel, Sheehan, and Yao, the lone defenseman. Yao will lob it in, tries to work it to the point, settled by Leorakos. Benel underneath him. Yao, this will bounce up to Ojic, works it to the left, across to Benedette, holds it, looks, Ojic settles, 15 seconds on the clock. Yao low, Ojic shot, big rebound to Benedette, stopped by Wyrick. What a brilliant sprawling save. 10 seconds left on the power play. Yao holds it, tries to work it up top. Benel drags it, handles, Benel, shot, scores! Welcome back to the goal column, Gordy Benel! It's an avalanche of carrots in Danbury! Right as the power play was expiring, we're tied up at 1 apiece. It's a nifty pass from Yao, and Benel dances, handles, and a beauty. Gordy Benel missed about 2 months of the season. Players will help out with picking up the carrots. An incredible goal and moment for the Hat Tricks. Struggling for an awful lot of this game to get some reliable offense, and struggling for a lot of this season to get that power play up and running. Let's see that goal again. This is in no small part a brilliant solo effort from Benel. Yao will get the primary assist on this. Benel dances, cuts it, and gets the shot to go. A wicked handle. They'll wind that back and see it again. It's a great shot. That's only Benel's 4th goal of the season, and it's his first goal since scoring against the Carolina Thunderbirds on November the 26th. In a 5-3 victory, Benel had 2 points that evening. Had a goal and an assist that night. A good performance as they've gotten the Carrots cleaned up. That's the first goal that he's scored again since November the 26th. And it's scored at the 16:11 mark of the first period. And Bennell hits one of the Sellies of the year. They've gotten the Carrots cleaned up and off the ice. So now they are going to be super serious about making sure that nobody throws any more things on the ice. The officials are coming over. There's something off with the door in front of the Mississippi bench. Not sure if that's a problem with the ice or a problem with the door itself. They're coming over to Jim Brundage, the facilities director. They'll get the ice crew out there to take care of this. So let's just take a quick pause while we've got the moment here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path where the battle to belong begins.
A word from our friends at the Holiday Diner. You want the best milkshake you ever had? You want to taste greatness? Then hit the Holiday Diner on White Street and feast off their menu. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner with George and the crew. It's an excellent, excellent chance for the Danbury Hat Tricks to get to enjoy themselves and also their fans to enjoy Holiday Diner. They were closed for a while for serious renovations. They're back up and running now, so nice to see them back up and fully armed and operational. Let's give you a quick look at some of the scores around the FPHL.
We're down to A through D.
5-3, the Motor City Rockers have the lead over the Binghamton Black Bears. That's a useful score for the Hat Tricks. The Elmira Mammoth are hosting the Carolina Thunderbirds. That score is 1-0 for the Mammoth. That doesn't affect the Hat Tricks too terribly. That does affect Carolina as they're trying to chase the Thunderbirds at the top of the Continental Division as they're chasing Columbus, which, speaking of whom, the River Dragons and Thunder are knotted even at 1 goal apiece. So that's very meaningful, especially since the Hat Tricks are chasing the River Dragons for first place in the FPHL overall. Mississippi has already been eliminated from postseason contention. They are 5th in the Continental. One other score in the league. It's 1-0 Port Huron. They lead the Watertown Wolves. The game has just hit the end of the first period. So that's where we are as the crew is shoveling off a bunch of snow right in front of the door leading onto the ice. So
It's higher, you're correct. Your section survives.
be Max from the ice crew hopping off and having some shovel fun, as we didn't get to do an awful lot of winter shoveling this year. And now finally, after the goal went in, we can resume playing hockey. Ruiz and Wong will see each other on the dot. Ruiz will try and work it forward. Ruiz at the circle, shot off of Wyrick, caught his pad, bounces out. Wong up the wing. McDonald takes the check. Wilson gets a stick on it. Bond on the loose puck. Bennell with the goal, his 4th of the season. Tobias Ojic with one and Yao with the other. I have no idea how they're giving the primary. Here's a chance for Ruiz. In, shot, scores! Johnny Ruiz! 29 seconds apart from his friend and partner in crime, the Hat Tricks take the lead! A solo break-in. Ruiz up the wing. His 32nd goal of the season. Top of the circle shot under the arm of Wyrick. And the Danbury Ice Arena loving it. It's a 2-1 score. Mississippi got the first one, and the Hat Tricks have answered right back. And it's the guys at the top of the unit that you hope for and look for. Missed a bunch of the season. Ruiz missed time, Bennell missed time. Both of those players, both guys wearing letters, getting the goals to get the team rolling in the right direction. Yao will knock it down. Yao looks for the outlet, flipped up to Sheehan. Sheehan walks it. Sheehan at the blue line. Puck sneaks underneath his stick. He'll just throw it on net. Loose puck. Pamaleon tried to drag through. Loose puck. It's in the net. It's in the net. Got it. Wow. 3-1 Danbury. Tobias Ojic getting in on the scoring fun. Wow. Tobias Ojic finishing that off. 3 goals in just about a minute. This all starts with the Sheehan play. Pamaleon with the chance that nearly went in, and Ojic punched it home after being knocked down to the ice. It's Ojic's 5th goal of the season and 13th point. 3 goals in short succession. Marchesson trying for another one. He dances Wyrick out of his skates and makes it 4-1 for the Hat Tricks. Wow! Here it is again. Just a takeaway by Marchesson. And Dance shot scores. His 26th goal of the season. And the Hat Tricks, 4 goals in the space of a minute and a few seconds worth of gameplay. Their most explosive stretch in a good fair bit. You have the Kimov, dances free, shot in tight, saved by Wilson. They are still announcing Ruiz's goal. Abdella tried to handle it. Abdella will settle it at the blue line, throw it on towards the net. Amesbury is getting the assist on Ruiz's goal, as is McDonald. Mississippi in circle, shot, scores. Yevdokimov makes it 4-2. 6 goals between the teams in the first period. If you like offense, we've got a hockey game for you tonight. The leading goal scorer in the league saw the 4 straight hat trick goals and thought it was fun, got in on the good times himself, and tempers a little bit of the excitement in the building. We'll see that again. It's just a good setup thrown across. I can't even really fault Wilson for it. It's just a good shot and a good finish. 6 goals, everybody. I hope we're having fun. That's 5 goals in the space of about under 2 minutes. Epray will walk it, tried to throw it free. Ruiz, free. Ruiz breaks away. Ruiz scores! Johnny Ruiz! 5 goals for Danbury! This one even prettier. Rips it left post. 5 goals. An incredible explosion for the Hat Tricks. They had such a hard time getting offense on Wyrick, and they are making up for lost time. Leorakos will rip it top corner, or almost wanted it. It'll bounce its way out. I feel so bad for Dre, the public address announcer. He's just now announcing the Ojic goal. He's got 3 more goals to get through. Oh, here comes another one. Ojic at the circle. Ojic backhander shot sailed up top and into the protective netting. This sequence started at this with 16 minutes, 11 seconds elapsed. So that's 3:49 left to go. So at the 3:49 mark of the first period was Gordy's goal on the power play. 2 minutes and 20 seconds later was Ruiz's breakaway goal. They're now announcing Marcheson's goal. Marchesson will knock it down again to De Benedette. Stopped by Wyrick. Goodness. You could stop the game after the first period. We've got enough tape for the season. 30 seconds left. How do you top what we've had in the last 3 minutes and 49 seconds of this first period? Leorakos to the blue line. Walks it, thrown across to Yevdokimov. Dances free, low wanted Raleigh, didn't have him. Throw it in top, shot, stopped by Wilson. Bounces up, shot on again. Wilson will knock it down. De Benedette tries to clear it. Leorakos to Turner at the point. Shot blocked, and that is that. The fans wanted hockey. The fans wanted offense. The fans got exactly what they wanted. 5 Danbury hat tricks goals, all 5 of them coming in the space of a frantic 2 minutes and 20 seconds worth of gameplay. It's one of the most electric stretches of the season, I'd argue, for any team in the Fed this year. I mean, I don't know how you top that, but we have 2 more periods left to go. Let's quickly run through the scores again. Gordy Bonnell, the first one at the 16:11 mark. That's technically an even strength goal. It happened right as that power play was expiring. Johnny Ruiz with a goal all of 29 seconds later. Tobias Ojic with a bounce-in goal. Michael Marchesson with a bounce-in goal. A nifty one at that too. And Johnny Ruiz a breakaway. Yaroslav Yevdokimov with a goal in the middle of all of that. And of course, Yanni Leorakos. Really, Philip Wong opened up all of the scoring. It's been just a frantic couple of sequences. A lot of good, clean, offensive goal scoring for what has been one of the most exciting games to this point of the season. Danbury Hat Tricks, Junior Hat Tricks, the girls program, takes to the ice. They're going to take part of the national tournament in California. They'll be going out to California. Congratulations to all of them. They're getting the chance to go compete. And we'll keep it downstairs with Herman Searcher running through all of them. We'll take a breather and come back a little bit with the second period.
Sadie Atkins, Gianna Tedesco, Megan Esposito, Francesca Bucato, Layla Colarusso, Isabella Kim, Kayla Bashawati, Hannah Trotman, Ella Bokopani. Boko is in the house. Sarah Celia. Deanna Russo. Natalie Kennedy. Mackenzie Oro. Here are the coaches, the people behind the program. Paige Lugo. Lou Panatella. All right, fans, unfortunately we got a technical issue. Looks like we do not have the video, but we're going to circulate that soon through social media. But again, these girls are going there. They are also looking for any support to help get them out there. They've got a GoFundMe page. Check it out. Good luck, ladies.
The intermission coming to a conclusion. The hat trick's just about to hit the bench. Let's see the 5 goals that the Danbury hat tricks have gotten to enjoy throughout the course of the game already. This is Johnny Ruiz's goal that he got on a breakaway, found it home, and started all of the fun. This is Gordy Bonnell's goal, got on the power play. This started all of the fun. It's a beautiful handle and beautiful dance. Here's Johnny Ruiz's goal again, his second one that he potted and bounced. This is the 5th one. This is Tobias Ojek's goal that he got off his backhander. And this is the last one, the Marchesson pickoff, the unassisted beauty. That made it 4-1 at that point. The last one, Ruiz's goal, made it 5-2. And the hat tricks were able to get themselves 5 goals. All of those goals came in the space of 2 minutes and 20 seconds towards the end of the first period, a period in which they had struggled for offense for some portions of it. They ended up managing by the end of it to throw 22 shots on goal. It's one of the most remarkable offensive performances of the whole season that the hat tricks have had, and one of the best performances, I would argue, that any Fed team has had throughout the course of the season. For any just little stretch of a game, the hat tricks, plenty to like and plenty to love, as they have been rick-rolling. Welcome on board for what has been a good time here at the Danbury Ice Arena already. The hat tricks reversed course. What was a little bit of a tough showing, and they now are cooking with some more gasoline. Danbury hitting the ice. The 5 goal scorers for the hat tricks. In order: Gordy Bonnell, Johnny Ruiz, Tobias Ojek, Michael Marchesson, and Johnny Ruiz. 2 goals for the captain, 1 goal for a man wearing a letter. 4 of those goals gotten by guys who have missed significant amount of time throughout the course of the season. Bonnell missed 2 months. Ruiz missed about a month or so himself. And after a tough offensive stretch for a lot of last night's game, they are back in rhythm and cooking. High-quality Connecticut gasoline, and they'll look for more as Blake Wyrick goes back between the pipes. The officials are having a chat. Ruiz and Wong will take the face-off on the dot. They close up the doors. 20 minutes on the board. Bonnell, Ruiz, McKittrick, Dowler, and Yao on the dot. Ruiz against Wong. He's got Bond, Epwright, Lind, and Russell with him. The puck is dropped. We're underway. The Seawolves looking to try and answer the hat tricks. Want to keep their momentum rolling. Played to the point. Russell will set it low. Wong looking on low, knocked up high, and flown into Lind's possession. All over him was McKittrick. Wong up to the wing. Wong across for Bond. Bond spinning with it, throws it on towards the net. Dowler will hold it and work for it out. Couldn't complete the clear. It's off the board, shot a little bit wide. Bonnell up to McKittrick, who will just tip it and swap off. First line change the period. Knocked down by Pamaleon, really knocked straight up. Wilson out of his net to settle it. Shots were 22-18 through the first period. Raleigh will hand this off. Abdella picks the pass off. Ojek forward, across. Pamaleon scores! 1 minute and 6 seconds in, the hat tricks have 6. Zach Pamaleon the season. And the offensive party keeps going in Danbury. Save a little bit of this offense for the next night, fellas. They have to play one more game tomorrow. They still haven't finished up announcing the scoring from the first period. McKittrick getting an assist on Lee's second goal. And Gordy Bennell getting one as well. Save made off the Caranci shot. He's McKittrick and Bennell. Amesbury got an assist on the first Ruiz goal. Sheehan in, flip it to Ojek. Ojek will steward it and score it! Top corner, Tobias Ojek! It's 7-2! We're not even 2 minutes into the second, and the hat-trick fire is brighter than their orange jerseys! You'll see it again. It's just a simple get to it, grip it, and rip it. Ojek is up to 6 goals on the season, 2 tonight. And we have a goalie change. We have a goaltender change. Joseph Shepard has gone into the net to relieve Blake Wyrick. Faced a ton of pressure, but has just ran out of steam. We have a goalie change. The whistle will sound.
All right, fans, we got some groups here tonight.
Goodness.
Park Elementary School in Ridgefield this year.
And Trey, the public address announcer, hasn't finished announcing the goals from the first period. Point shot blocked, stick broke in half. Radcliffe up to McDonald at the blue line. McDonald gets by. McDonald's shot trickles a little bit wide. Zach Pamaleon getting the goal. Now they're into the goals for the second period. Ojek with an assist on that one. And then Sheehan with an assist as well. Wilson out of his own end. He'll leave it behind. McDonald will bring it around the board. To Benedette. To get it forward. McDonald with the deep. McDonald across the blue line. Drop. Bennell. Shot. Stick. Save by Shepard. Really a turnover. Kicks over. Dowler. Try and ring it through. Russell. No room. Seawolves. Down by 5 and looking to try and see if they can come back in this one. Danbury looking to apply as much offensive pressure as they can. Amesbury held up against the boards, trying to work the puck free. Bennell will work it free. Bennell lays a check on Lind. Hard hit into the boards. Joseph Shepard announced as being in goal after the 7th goal. Wyrick faced 24 shots tonight, faced an absurd amount of pressure. Tobias Ojek being announced the 7th goal, and now we're up to date on the goal scoring. Here comes Amesbury, winds up wanting to blast it off sides for the hat tricks.
Ojek from McDonald at 148.
Amesbury is a harder shot than what most people will expect or think out of him, so you can always hope that he gets more chances to uncork that thing. Sheehan against Caranci. Also worth noting, the hat tricks 0 for 1 on the power play, though they did get their first goal of the night off of the very end of a man advantage sequence. Settled down by Gonzalez. Bounces to Pamaleon. Turner tries to look for it out. Whacked at, waved at by Gonzalez. Caranci driving against Abdella. Pulls up at the circle. Helen, free at the dot. Shot. Sails it high into the protective netting over Wilson's head.
Fans, tonight we are still trying to get away the Alfa Romeo Giulia. We've got a couple events. We're going to narrow it down a little bit. And then bring the shooter out at the end of the second period. It should be exciting against Todd Maserati.
7-2 the score. A full day across the hockey world as we're in the NCAA D1 hockey tournament. 2-on-1 chance. DeBenedette across Marchesson. Great breakup. They'll throw it in front, and covering it up is Shepard. That's a brilliant dive across by Jackson Bond. Otherwise, Danbury would have had 8. The most goals scored in a game this season by the Hat-Tricks came in the second game when they hung 12 on the Delaware Thunder. Marchesson wants to play it to the slot. McDonald winds up, sails it over the crossbar. Hard bounce off the glass. McDonald turns, looks for it. Marchesson tries to screen his way free. Haskins defending him. Marchesson will hold it. DeBenedette shot. Kick saved by Shepard. Radcliffe had to work it on towards the net. Picked off. A slashing penalty being called against Radcliffe here. And Mississippi is going to get a power play chance. Shepard to the bench for the extra attacker. Saved by Wilson. They'll get the touch up. And we'll have our first media timeout of the second period here on the Danbury Hat-Tricks YouTube channel. Reverie Brewing Company is now a featured beverage in the Danbury Ice Arena. Grab a Reverie and don't quit your daydream. When you drink Reverie, anything is possible. Danbury has scored 7 goals, most recently against the Port Huron Prowlers on Saturday the 25th in Johnny Ruiz's 4-goal game. Got 7 against Delaware on December 27th and 23rd. Hung 7 on Motor City on December the 9th.
Radcliffe was flashing at 5:13.
Hung 8 on Elmira on November the 11th, and hung 12 on Delaware, the second game of the season, all the way back on October the 22nd. Circle shot blocked by Dowler. Lioracos threw it across. The Kimov will play it to Turner. Steps in, Lioracos winds up shot, kick save, big rebound, chance by Raleigh. Wilson sprawls to cover it and stops it. Brian Wilson, underratedly with 23 saves. 25 shots thrown on net for each team. Danbury has gotten 8 or more goals only twice. Any more offense and they'll be able to tie the second highest single season scoring output this season. Turner at the top of the dot, Lioracos. Cross wanted you have to Kimov. Sheehan. Oh, here's a chance. Sheehan kicks it to himself. It's a little bit too long. Sheehan. They're adjusting some of the scoring. We'll get that to you as soon as we possibly can. If the Kimoff pulls up, blows a tire. Blown to the opposite end. Mississippi 1 for 1 on their previous power play attempt of the night. They have 28 seconds to try and get one. Gonzalez will settle it and fly it. Right on net for Shepard. Up the wing. It's upright. Lirakos has his pocket picked. Abdella, puck bounces and Wilson has to move over and cover it. Five seconds of power play time left on Ratcliffe's penalty. Draw is down. Sits on the goal line extended, tries to spin off, and the hat tricks kill off the penalty. Up for Ratcliffe. Glides it forward, Ratcliffe holds it. Looked off his stick, Marchessault will settle it. Wind up, shot. And the stick lifted by Caranci. Gonzalez try to whack at it. Full scoring on these goals as follows, as we'll try and go through these as quickly as we can. This will be rung in by Lucas de Benedette. First goal, Gordy Bonnell, Tobias Ojic, and Jared Yao the assists. I think that should be Jared Yao the primary, but that's what it is right now. Johnny Ruiz, Michael Marchessault, and Brian Wilson getting a goalie point. So we don't quite yet have a goalie goal, but Brian Wilson now has an assist, so we at least have a goalie point. Yao to the circle. Yao through, wanted Ratcliffe and couldn't quite connect. Ojic the shot, looking for the hat trick, and a good save by Shepard. Marchessault's goal and assist by Brian Wilson. So Brian Wilson has 2 assists tonight, in addition to the 23 saves.
We are narrowing down, we're getting close. Good naming and a final shot contestant.
She in the draw. Bond gets underneath Ojic. Johnny Ruiz's second goal assisted by McKittrick and Bonnell. Zach Pamaleon's goal assisted by Ojic and Brendan Sheehan. And the most recent goal, Ojic, assisted by Johnny McDonough. There is a lot of scoring that went down throughout the last stretch as Robertson lays a check. Ojic, play it across for Sheehan. Leaves it for Pamaleon. Winds up, wants the shot. It goes up top and into the protected netting overhead. .11:13 the time remaining. Bonnell with the hit to try and shove the puck free. Ruiz play it up to Xavier Abdella. Walks on, wants the shot. It's blocked down. Bonnell tries to turn with it. If the Kimoff will settle the puck. Raleigh ahead. Liriakos sneaking behind. Controls the pass off the boards. Threw it around. Haskins, Ruiz. Settle it. There's a couple whacks at it. Gonzalez will go and play it. Gonzalez to Abdella. We'll work it deep. Coming up on the halfway point of the game, it feels like we've played the whole thing already. We're only halfway through. The Kimoff will leave it for Liriakos, receives it back. Wanted it for Raleigh. Turning, shooting, saved by Wilson. Puck bouncing in front. Played and settled. Off the boards. Free chance. Marchessault running. Ratcliffe tried to get it to him. Marchessault will have to regroup. De Benedette will cycle it. De Benedette free at the slot. Shot blocked down. Ratcliffe scores! Ratcliffe's third goal of the season. And scoring goals and celebrating and becoming old hat for the hat tricks. It's a nifty feed by De Benedette that sets this up. The shot, the save, the rebound off of Shepard. And he gets it and pots it. Amesbury having a chat with Jesse Michelle. They'll drop the puck. Amesbury will try and whack it deep. We're halfway through the game. Ojic will tip it at the red line. Shepard has to pat it straight up into the air. It'll go into his mitt. And now we'll have our under 10 media timeout. So a quick breather. Back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Here are the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde drops the puck. We're going to have a fight at center. Levesque with a couple of big rights. He scores!
Do you want food and fun? Well, JJ Stacks in Brookfield features burgers, wings, shakes, ice cream, and mini golf. Check out the menu and spoil yourself. Take the trip down Federal Road and stack it. 8 goals for the Danbury Hat Tricks. The third time this year that they have hit that margin. They piled up 12 against Delaware on October the 22nd. They piled up 8 against the Elmira Mammoth. And here we go. Daniel Amesbury gonna drop the mitts, tosses his helmet to the side. Jesse Michelle, they'll go to center ice. They talked about it, they agreed to it, and here we go. Lining up, having a couple of jaws. Who's gonna make the first move? Amesbury lining up, looking to get the grip. He's got his grip. Michelle lands the first blow. Amesbury hammering away. Amesbury with the uppercut. Amesbury lands the right, lands another one. Michelle spinning, and the takedown. Hard-minded combatants. Amesbury the wave to the crowd. Just another night at the Danbury Ice Arena. Goals, hat tricks winning, a good fisticuffs, a little bit of everything. Ojic and Caranci will duel on the dot. Michelle in the box. Ojic with the shot, he just misses a little bit wide. Yao will try and work it on towards the net. Allen knocked off. Dallard, puck will bounce to the boards. Caranci up to the left, grabs it, shoots it. Wilson with the save. Takes a couple of bounces, and Wilson will have to throw his mitt on it. 9:24 of the time left. Here's that fight again. Michelle and Amesbury, two of the more physical guys in the league, and giving every single thing that they've got. Plenty to like, plenty to enjoy. Point shot, Wilson the save. Gonzalez with a wave at it. Blocked by Bennell, puck free, wrap around, looking for the play in front, bounces Wong on the loose puck. They'll play it to the point. Lind to the right side for Russell. Put it on towards the net, Ruiz. Abdullah. It's the official. Ratcliffe with the most recent goal. Lucas De Benedette with the assist. Marchessault with the other assist, so a great night for Marchessault. 8:45 of time remaining as the puck will bounce out of play. Wow. There's been plenty to like and plenty to have a good time with. Shots are 30-29. Mississippi has gotten their share of offensive chances. Danbury has just been hitting on almost everything. Haskins can't control it. Radcliffe couldn't either. Ripped the Kim off at the circle. Drags it, drops it for Leo Rockos, loose puck. Robertson will grab it and leave it. Still contested. Raleigh, pocket picked by Lucas DeBenedette. Across from Marchessault. He's got some room for it. DeBenedette calls for it. Winds up shot. Save. Rebound. Bouncing puck at the circle. And play it over to Leo Rockos, who will control it and fly it to McDonald. Off the boards in front of the Danbury bench. So no icing. We'll come over and play this. 5 minutes for fighting for both Amesbury and Michelle. This is kind of the natural order of things.
10 minutes, 16 seconds for the second period.
Elland up the wing to the left. Winds up, circle shot, saved by Wilson. He'll put it away in his mitt. Get a little bit more pushing and shoving. Lucas Helen jostling with a couple of hat tricks. Tell him to ease off, and we'll keep on going. Sheehan on the dot, he'll win it cleanly. Dowler across for Yao. Fans on the pass, but still gets it to Ojek. Up to Sheehan. Sheehan glides, looks. He'll pull it up. Sheehan will handle it, leave it low. Ojek there to receive it. Popped up. Pamela into the goal tonight. Thrown up the wing. Tried to center it, nobody there for it. Stick by Wilson. And by the way, the hat tricks are playing again tomorrow. So if you're getting a kick out of all of this, then we have one more game tomorrow night, as that'll be thrown to nobody. Shepard fumbled the puck. Turner will carry it out. McKittrick tried to pick a pocket. Rees did as well. So did McDonald. They'll bounce to McKittrick. Will glide in. Chips it for Bunnell. Long. Off McKittrick. Loose puck. Bunnell try to hit it. Bunnell spin it and takes the crunch. Across to Bond. Underneath and corralled, blown off the glass and settled through McKittrick. Bush Anderson. Long will carry it out. 2-on-2, long pass for Bond. Icing waved off, of course. Ruiz goes down away from the play. Up to Bunnell. Settles it, takes the contact, spinning again. McKittrick in. Pocket dropped. Bunnell, circle, shot, save made, rebound, loose, and gathered by Russell. Underneath McKittrick's stick, Gonzalez will grab it. We still have the entire third period still to go in this game, by the way. Russell. Walked down by Lucas DeBenedette. Nothing more for it. McDonald. Looks for it forward to Benedette. Drop pass for Radcliffe. Fans on the shot, still with the puck. Radcliffe. Cycle it through, ends up someone else's stick. 4 points, by the way, for Tobias Ojek. 3 points for Michael Marchessault. 2 goals for Johnny Ruiz. A veritable offensive potpourri. Coming up on the final 5 minutes of the second. Walks in front, no one there. DeBenedette chops at it. This will bounce its way in through Haskins. Play has really settled down a bit as Danbury putting his jersey back on. Sheehan carries it in. Sheehan shot blocked. Haskins got a piece of it. Bounce it to Caranci. Ojic. They're looking for you and ring it low. Helen. Pull up, throw some snow. Wanted to leave it. Caranci seesaw it. Up the wing. Schaffer will ring it deep. Puck will sit against the boards, thrown to the top and thrown to nobody. Bush Anderson all the way back for it. To the circle. In. Going across, no one there. Bond. Spins with it, he'll work it low. Jared Yao tried to pick it off. There for it. McKittrick. Across the red line. McKittrick dancing. McKittrick gets behind. McKittrick, the shot. Save made. And the net comes off its moorings. So we'll have our media timeout. Take a breather here at the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. McCabe's Classic Deli right here in Brookfield is ready to serve you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Grab and go or ready to heat and eat. McCabe is food with a Bronx flair. And if the Hat Tricks win tonight, everybody is going to buy one, get one free breakfast sandwich from McCabe's Classic Deli. 3:27 to go in the second. Danbury has piled up 3 more goals. Amesbury wanted to shoot it. Amesbury with 1 goal this season. It was kind of a weird bounce in a critical game at Binghamton. Spins and looks. Hands off for Turner. Turner will try and work it on towards the net. Wilson will very smartly just put his glove on it.
And for the 3 Hat Tricks goals in the second period, that's 3 free pancakes for everyone in attendance this evening. Only from the Takeaway staff in Brookfield through the Fansake app.
Three minutes left to go. Bounces to the circle, tries to flip this out. De Benedette gliding in. Drop pass for Marchesson, walks in, shoots it. Save made by Shepard. Abdella will knock it down and clear it. Gonzalez will pop it. Bush Anderson can't control it as the pass back from Raleigh. Has to wait and lob it in. Seawolves are off sides. They now realize it and regroup. 2:30 left. Marchesson hands it backwards. Gonzalez. Radcliffe runs it. Radcliffe tried to flip it. Knocked down through De Benedette's glove. Leorakos takes the hit. Raleigh tries to keep trucking. Leorakos will play it across. Lines up at the blue line, drops it for Lind. Spinning, looking, Lind, shot, blocker save made by Wilson. Radcliffe. Ring it deep. We're under 2 minutes left. 1 minute 45 to go. Helen will give it backwards for Lind. Lind up and forward, knocked down by Robertson, chips it out. Ojic running on. Ojic dangles. Ojic backhand shot, save made. Pamela on a chance, can't finish it off. Yevdokimov glides in, pulls it across the blue line. Russell got it off his skate. Sheehan popped it sky high. On net, Shepard tries the out. Hat-tricks offsides, they're back on Pamaleon. Rides handles puck loose at the blue line. Sheehan, bring it through, it's knocked down by Yevdokimov as we come up on the last minute of the second. 5 goals for Danbury in the first period. Another 3 for the Hat-tricks at this point in the second. What has been one of the most spectacular offensive performances of the whole season.
All final round contestants for the timeout for Romeo Julia, please report to penalty box. All final round contestants, please report to penalty box.
Draw down, Benell. Work it on for McKittrick. Pulls up, McKittrick. Work this on, knocked down, picked off by Ruiz. Circle shot, a save made, trickles a little bit wide to the right of the goal. Benell gets in to try and work it free. McKittrick, Ruiz can't knock it down, Gonzalez does. Tried to flip it up. Gonzalez to Benell. Benell will leave it. McKittrick giving chase. Schaffer won the race to it. 20 seconds left. Over the middle of the Haskins. They pull it up, look for it on net. Knocked down by Abdella. McKittrick, sprint over for it. Danbury came into this game having not beaten the Seawolves at all this season. Ruiz is going to wind up and try for one more. Ruiz the shot, a good glove hand save for Shepard. And that is that. 3 more goals for the Hat-tricks. 8-2. A spectacular offensive performance for the Danbury Hat-tricks through 2 periods. And 20 more minutes still to go. We'll take a breather, come back with the on-ice opportunity to shoot for a 2022 Alfa Romeo Giulia, courtesy of our friends at Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo, right here in Danbury. We'll keep it here at ice level. We'll take a breather, come back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat-tricks YouTube channel.
Outstanding. All right, look, this is a fantastic human being. And I know this is going to be hard for you guys to do. I really want you to show him some love when I ask him this next question. So you are a former college football player, is that correct? What position did you play? Okay, are you ready, fans?
At the second intermission here with the Danbury Hat Tricks, I'm with the head coach of the Hat Tricks, Billy McCreary. And coach, sure, it's 8 goals after the second period. Has got to be something to enjoy after the frustration of last night's game.
Yeah, I thought last night we had a really good offensive night. We didn't score as many goals as we needed to, but I thought the effort was there, and it certainly opened up the floodgates here tonight.
Let's talk about Tobias Ojik now. He did an awful lot. 4 points for him throughout. What kind of offensive spark does he bring coming back to this team?
I mean, he's got so much energy. He plays the game the right way. He's hard, he's physical, he's got speed, he's got a heck of a rip, and he makes a lot of plays out there. So, he's a complete player for us, and it's good to see him going here tonight.
And a great sign, I'm sure, as well. Gordy Bonnell, a long time out, basically 2 months of the season that he missed, and he starts that scoring fun for him. So, having Gordy for A, the leadership, and B, the incredible offense that he does bring back to the ice.
Yeah, I mean, he's such an honest player, and it's always good to see him get rewarded, and just a beautiful move, a great shot.
And
Johnny Ruiz, of course, 2 goals, 2 breakaways. I feel like I talk about him in every single game, but he deserves that for the type of player he is.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, Johnny's always involved, and we rely on him in pretty much every aspect, and he's done a great job here tonight in all 3 zones. It's good to see him get rewarded on the offensive side of the park.
How do you keep your focus in a game like this going into the 3rd period? Because there's always the chance that something could get away with you and you could let up something that you don't like. Or how do you avoid falling into bad habits as you go into the 3rd period?
Yeah, we just have to focus on us. We have to play our game, and if we do that, it doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter who we're playing, where we're playing. If we focus on us and just playing our game and competing at the highest level of our ability, supporting each other out there, providing energy, good things are going to happen for us.
And how do you pace the team throughout the course of a weekend where you have 3 games to play over the course of 3 days? That hasn't happened too often throughout the course of the season.
No, it hasn't, and the good thing for us is we're a very deep roster, so we'll have some new guys in the lineup tomorrow just for energy purposes. And listen, these guys have done a great job all year, and it breaks my heart to tell any of them they have to sit in the stands, and they all deserve to be out there. Unfortunately, that's the hard part of my job, but we're going to go with the guys that are going to get us the win.
8-2 the score at the end of the 2nd period. We'll throw things back down to ice level where Herb Sarkis trying to give away a 2022 Alfa Romeo Giulia. Boy, do I wish I could have that car.
I think it's coming to me, right? It's got to be coming my way.
I hope so, man. That would be really sweet if I could end up getting that sort of ride. Let's hope that we can end up winning it. Head coach Billy McCreary. Coach, thanks so much for hopping upstairs, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, sir.
Stand back there. Okay, fans, here we go. Fans, 1 shot for a $55,000 vehicle. You got to be behind the blue line. You cannot practice. I have the keys in my hand. There is a little gap in there. What would you do if you win this car? Is this your car or your wife's car? Good thing. All right, here we go. Take your shot. This is all courtesy of Tom Alfa Romeo in there. You cannot cross that line. Stand back, stand back, stand back. Here we go. Hey fans, before he shoots, is he gonna make it? Come on. Well, Todd is back on the lot. Thank you for playing. That is Todd Alfa Romeo of Danbury. He gave me the keys. The car was going. Unreal, Todd. He's got to take this home. Thank you. game, Todd, seriously. We'll do it again. I love this man. Here we go. It is time for Chuckle Puck. $200 cash prize. Throw it in. Win some money. And this is actually all courtesy of Todd Maserati, Upper Red Mayo of Danbury. 3, 2, 1, Chuckle Puck.
An 8-goal performance for the Danbury Hat-Tricks through the first 2 periods of play. And there is still 20 more minutes of hockey still to go as the Mississippi Seawolves have come back out onto the ice. Danbury Hat-Tricks returning. Brian Wilson leading them on. 29 saves for Brian Wilson, along with 2 assists. What's been a pretty spectacular offensive performance all the way around. 4 points for Tobias Ojic. 3 points for Michael Marchesson. Eleven players. Actually, no, plus Wilson, 12 players of the 18 who are dressed on the ice for the Hat-Tricks have a point. That includes the starting goaltender. Of course, it does not include Frankie McClendon, who is the backup goaltender, and I would be unsurprised if he gets the start tomorrow against Delaware. Just a remarkable bit of balance. 1 assist each for Brendan Sheehan, Johnny McDonald, Daniel McKittrick, and Jared Yao, and Lucas DeBenedette. 1 goal for Jacob Radcliffe. 2 points, a goal and an assist for Zach Pamaleon. 2 goals for Johnny Ruiz. A goal and an assist for Gordy Bonnell. A goal and 2 assists for Michael Marchesson. And 4 points for Tobias Ojic. A spectacular offensive performance, and still 20 minutes left to go. Shots are 36-31 in favor of the home team. The puck is dropped. We're underway. Mississippi in the road. White jerseys with the red and blue seal at the center of their unis. Ball is down. Danbury in the home orange. The word Danbury across the front of their jerseys. Stick comes out of Gordy Bonnell's hands and knocked sky high. Let's give you a quick look around some of these scores in the FPHL. Binghamton having a rough night. They went to the Big Boy Arena and got blown out 8-4 by the Motor City Rockers. A big scoring night in some places. 4-3 Elmira in the lead over Carolina as that game is winding down. Columbus and Delaware at a 3-1 score for Delaware. The Thunder leading against the River Dragons. Hat-Tricks are going on a penalty kill. Jared Yao is sitting for 2. You have the Kimoff. Rally and throw it to the top of the blue line. Turner wound up for the shot. Mississippi 1 for 2 on the power play. The shot gets blocked down and cleared to the opposite end of the rink by McKittrick. Of course, this game had an 8-2 margin, and Port Huron leading Watertown 2-1. It's going about as well as it could be hoped. Turner will play it across the circle, kicked and controlled. Yev Kimoff will gather it at the circle. Turner winds up, sends it across. Yev Kimoff holds it, looks for the tip. Saved by Wilson. Kick save by Wilson. Denies Wong a goal. Yev Kimoff will hold it, wind up, blasts it. Save made by Wilson. Riley Robertson will clear it around. Yev Kimoff can't handle it. It bounces out and across the blue line. Raleigh gathers, hands off. Yevdo Kimoff walks in, looks for it. Hands off for Wong, shot save made. Diving to cover it is Wilson. And even with all of the offensive performance for the Hat-Tricks, I would argue that among the deserving recipients of a star of the game is goaltender Brian Wilson. 35 saves on 37 shots with still most of the third period to go as Adela can't get the clear. Across to the right circle, Raleigh will pull it up. Leorakos steps in. At the goal line up top, Russell to Yevdokimov. 2-2, Yevdokimov will play it up to Russell, winds up, shoots it. Wilson with the stop again. Wong will hold it and put it to the blue line. Yevdokimov will wind up, wanted to put it on net. Kick bounces across the open goal mouth. Dowler will try and knock it down. Up to the top of the circle, winds up, shoots it. Wilson with the save. Spinning and trying to get the clear. Not quite. Final seconds of the power play burning down. Looks it at the top of the circle. Yao heading off. Wilson another save. Puck sits on the apron of the goal. Yevdokimov with a whack. Abdullah will hold his man up, and it's cleared by Dowler. This is going to be an icing called against Danbury, so they can't get a personnel swap. Not yet, anyway. They've hung 8 goals or more up on the board a few times. We have a timeout being taken here. It's a timeout being taken by Danbury. We'll take it as well, just a quick one. But we'll take it here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel at the Danbury Ice Arena.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
The Amber Room is an award-winning premier catering venue located in the rolling hills of Western Connecticut. For your next event, think the Amber Room and make it a night to remember. 8-2 the score. Danbury looking to close out an impressive win. The game turning on a stretch to close the first period when Danbury took a game that they were trailing 1-0. Remember, they were trailing before Gordy Bonnell potted his goal to get everything going. Abdullah will work it up to Amesbury. Wants it forward for De Benedette. He'll pull up. Goes down. De Benedette lost his stick. Bounces over Ruiz's stick. Steps through. This will be an icing against the Hat Tricks. Another one.
We got a couple birthdays. Happy birthday, Eddie.
8-2.
Happy birthday, Eddie.
Caranci and Ruiz on the dot.
Happy birthday, Dana Jamon.
Gordy Bonnell will get on it. Bonnell will walk it in. Bonnell will ring it deep. Robertson at the corner. Bounces through Daniel Amesbury's stick. Bonnell takes the check. Has to kick this on. Bounces to Ruiz. Ruiz walks in. Wanted the hat trick and sailed the shot a little wide. Robertson settles at the point. He'll work it low. Away from Amesbury. Takes an odd bounce. Mississippi will carry it out. Bush Anderson. Forward. Ethan Bush Anderson takes the body contact. That's a little bit too far for Bonnell. And Haskins will carry it. Haskins will just hold it. On it forward for Wong. Ruiz walks in, winds up, blasts it, save made. Pamaleon will get to it and play it low. Ojic wanted to throw it in front, didn't have it. Dowler takes the check. Ojic had something there for it. Bounce over his stick. Yao, a hard hit. Haskins, sends Bond to the deck. Here comes Pamaleon. Hands off for Sheehan. Tried to work himself free. Pamaleon will spin it and hold it. Pamaleon will work it across. Abdullah can't control it. Bounces down at the top of the circle. Pass forward for Raleigh. This is going to turn into an icing against Mississippi. We're 4:30 in. Danbury's got one more game tomorrow. They'll be right back here at home for their only Sunday matinee home game against the Delaware Thunder. Abdella tries to put this on towards the net, glove down, and carried up across the red line. Wants it forward. Abdella tried to poke it free. Abdella ties up right at the circle. Gonzalez grabs it, holds it against the apron of the goal. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Knocked down, Radcliffe will still take it. Amesbury will walk it in. Amesbury wanted to throw it in front. Almost had a clean connection. Lind to the corner. Couple of hard hits. Amesbury really took the worst of it. Lind and Amesbury talking. Lind and Amesbury going to be separated from each other, and Amesbury is going to go off for a 2-minute minor penalty. So we'll take the breather and come back in a minute from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel.
The girls' elite hat tricks team.
A quick word from our friends at Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury. They are the premier automobile partner in the Danbury area. Located on Newtown Road, the Bennett family has been putting the community behind the wheel for over 35 years. Dream big, drive a Maserati or Alfa Romeo. New and pre-owned vehicles available at Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury. Be your choice. It's a double minor penalty against Amesbury, so a full 4 minutes of the Seawolves on the power play. They've gotten 1 goal on their power play, have missed on their other 2 chances, so 1 for 3. Turner will wind up and play it low for Yevto Kimov. It's underneath Robertson. The tip in denial. Kittrick will tip it out. First chunk of the power play gone by. Leorakos waits at the blue line and goes. At the circle, tipped. Wanted it in front, couldn't finish it off. Yevto Kimov to the circle. Leorakos winds up, shoots it, blocked down, bouncing puck. Radcliffe will gather it and carry it out. Radcliffe will fly it down the ice. They've killed the first minute of Amesbury's double minor. Yevto Kimov across the blue line. Gonzalez will loft it out. Shepard came on after the 7th goal in relief. Blake Wyrick made a couple of excellent saves and had a great game last night. Danbury got a bit of their revenge tonight. Hit 3 posts for losing in regulation. Bush Anderson down to Cerrone. Winds up in front. Wilson with the kick save. Up to 40 shots on net. Underneath Helen. Bush Anderson will leave it behind him. Bush Anderson absorbs the contact. Yao tries to ring it out and over the blue line. Shepard will grab it. Let it sit. Seesaws hands off. Up the wing, Leorakos. Will spin. De Benedette backwards to McDonald. Flies it down ice. Under 2 minutes to go on the Danbury double minor. Leorakos will hold it. 5 goals in the first period for Danbury. All 5 of them came in a stretch of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Turner winds up for the blast. Shot is tipped off Pamaleon's stick. Kimov will work it on net. Wilson got a piece of it. Robertson with the check. On net, bouncing puck. Wong couldn't finish it. Across, they score. Helland pots it, gets the power play goal to make it 8-3. The Seawolves get at least some respite. It's just a good bounce and a good bit of finisher. They drew Wilson out, got across, and a good shot. Helland with the goal. There's not a lot you can be mad about if you're a hat trick fan. They did pretty much everything you could have hoped for. Gonzalez will work it up to McKittrick. Handed backwards. Gonzalez flies it for Bunnell. Tips it. Shepard looking for somewhere to pass it to. Hadley Arakos blocked down by Bunnell, but the Seawolves will still get it out. Race for it. Gonzalez wins it. It's icing. The goal for Helland, his 4th of the season, his 9th point. Has 5 assists as well on the season. Puck sneaks underneath Bunnell. Raleigh up to Liarakos. Walks in, throws it to the slot, winds up at the circle, looking for the redirect, and didn't have it. Gonzalez will gather it. Gonzalez will just leave it in from the red line. Gathered by Russell. Backed at by Yao. Seawolves are offsides. And it's Mississippi's first goal since making it 4-2 late on in the first period. Dowler will try and go ahead. Across the blue line. Yao will whack at it. Wrestling for it. Robertson. Up to Pamaleon. Dowler over the middle. Dowler to the wings. Dowler glides in. Dowler backhander shot. It's like a little bit wide. Good save by Shepard. Hands off. Tried to bounce it to the point. Sheehan and Dowler on top of each other. Bond, good diving breakup by Dowler. His very proud father watching in the stands. Very happy to see his son enjoying himself with the hat tricks. Pamaleon couldn't control it. Puck ran a bit too far away from him to turn into a breakaway chance. Benedette will work it deep. Run through. Bond will hold it. 10 minutes left in the third. DeBenedette will knock it down. Radcliffe, shot, sailed it wide and high. Puck sat on the apron of the goal, and we'll have our media timeout at the under 10. Quick pause, back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Dowler Garage in New Preston, specializing in batteries, brakes, and general service. When you're stuck, you're in luck. Call Mike so you don't need a bike. From our friends at Dowler Garage. .951 the time remaining. Lucas DeBenedette hops on and wins the face-off. Xavier Abdella will ring it through for Marchesson. Oh, Radcliffe sailed the shot a little bit too high. Marchesson will poke it free. It's off of his stick last, so no icing. Donald, oh, hit the boards hard. Hitting it was Mason Cerrone. No malice on it, just a tough bounce. To the point, Radcliffe will step through it across to Benedette Phams on the shot. To Benedette, beautiful handling. McDonald, it's underneath him. They'll leave it low for Marchesson. Spinning with it to Benedette, can't control it. Bush Anderson up the wing and carrying it up and forward, wanting it back. Tipped by Abdullah, thrown on towards the net, and Wilson will stop it. That'll put him over the 40 save threshold. .856 the time remaining. And Pregame will play it up to Lynn to cross the blue line, just to work it low. And Pregame in front, Wilson, another save, and the puck bounces in. That'll make it 8-4. Raleigh the goal. Got the initial save and the puck bounces over. The official is having a chat with Gordy Bunnell. We'll see the replay of it. Yep, bounces in and goes just over Wilson. It's a tough bounce, but it is a goal. So 8-4, a 40 save effort tonight for Wilson. Abdullah will play it across the dot. Yao forward. McKittrick couldn't control it.
Wolves goal scored by number 22, Jake Raleigh.
Jake Raleigh with the goal.
By number 16, Yaroslav Yakupov.
McKittrick will walk it in. McKittrick fumbled it. Up comes Leah Rockos. Glides in, shot saved by Wilson. Ojic will grab it and run. Ojic walks in. Ojic splits a couple defenders. Ojic held up. This is going to be a Mississippi penalty. Is it going to be a penalty shot? I think it should be. It's being ruled as a hook. It looks like it'll just be a regular old power play. I think that should be a penalty shot, but I don't think it's going to be ruled that way. It'll just be a 2-minute Danbury Hat Tricks power play.
And get ready for the Hat Tricks power play.
Ruiz, Sheehan, Amesbury, McKittrick, and Gonzalez go out to take the draw. Sheehan will handle it. Cross to the left. Gonzalez. Ruiz, the shot, a good glove save. It's a 2-minute hooking minor.
12 minutes, 13 seconds of the third period. Haskins for hooking at 12-13.
Brian Wilson's 6th time recording 40 saves or more this season. Ruiz, the blast save made. Loose puck, where is it? Nope, it's covered by Shepard. Johnny Ruiz having himself an excellent, excellent night. Gonzalez will try to drag it, no room. Ruiz, hesitation, fake. Has to go fish it out against the boards in front of the bench. He's across to Gonzalez. Up the wing comes Sheehan. He'll cut it to the middle. Sheehan glides in, pulls it, and room! Wow! Brendan Sheehan! 9 goals! Sheehan with a 2-point game. You'll see it again. Just a beautiful walk-in by Sheehan and a beautiful ripper. 9-4 for the Hat Tricks. This is their second highest scoring output of the season. The Aracos gets around the worst of a check. Yao will fly it. This is rolling onto the crease. No icing, it's just directly on net. Shepard paddles it away. Here we go. Yao going at Helen. Yao dropping his mitts. Helen a couple of blows. Yao looking to answer. Yao the overhand. Yao's jersey being dragged off of his head, and Yao will get the takedown, and wow. Second fight of the night. Daniel Amesbury got one a little bit earlier on, and now Jared Yao gets in on the punching fun. I had no idea that that one was coming at all. The scoring on that goal, by the way, as follows, as we're going to see a replay of that starting. Just came up away from the play. Helen a good couple of blows. Yao got a couple of retaliation shots in. Jersey coming down. The scoring on that goal, a power play tally. Brendan Sheehan with the goal. The St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin native now has 11 goals this season, 31 points. He got an assist earlier on as well, so a 2-point night for him. Johnny Ruiz gets the assist. Go along with his 2 goals and 3 points. Sheehan tried to play it up for Ojic. Will settle it. Gonzalez calls for it. Puck bounces away from his stick. Danbury, now they've got the hope to try and go for 10. They put up 12 in the second game of the season against the Delaware Thunder. Thrown in front. Gonzalez will chip it. Ojic will settle it. Ojic running on. Ojic shot save made. Loose puck. They can't control it. Where is it? It's cleared out to neutral ice. Johnny McDonald will grab it and look for it forward. Looks for the out. Up the wing. Handles and walks it. Leaves it. Wong. They'll pull it up. Wong throws it on towards the net. Amesbury will grab it. Kept in by the Seawolves. Dowler will whack it out. Dowler jostling for position, and the Seawolves will work it in. Wong, a pretty good scoring night. Wilson, another save. They've updated the shot counter. Mississippi has put 47 shots on goal, so a 43 save night. .5:28 the time to go. 9-4 the score. Danbury with 5 goals in the first period, all 5 of them coming in the final. Coming in the final 3 minutes and 49 seconds of the first. 3 goals in the second, and 1 more for good measure here in the third. Abdullah will glide it on. Mississippi takes another penalty. This will be, I think, a slash, as the Seawolves will get the touch with 4:58. That'll take us to our under 5 media timeout as we get a little more discussion, and they'll go back to the benches for the breather. We'll take our under 5. Quick pause, back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. A word from our friends at Amina's Alterations. Danbury's expert tailors are located just down the road. With over 31 years of locally owned and operated experience, the official stitch of the Danbury Hat Tricks, they mend, hem, repair, and zip it. Check them out at Amina'sAlterations.com. Another penalty here, and almost immediately it's an interference call against Danbury. They don't even get to really enjoy the power play time. It's Gordy Bonnell who's going off, so we're going to get a minute and 53 seconds worth of an interference call. DeBenedette and Liarakos will go on the dot. Yevdokimov will play it up. Showing you a replay of that as the shot goes on. Wilson with the save. This is what they ruled as that penalty. That's the ruling of it, so an interference call going against Gordy Bonnell. Matching the slashing call whistled against Jackson Bond, so a minute and 48 seconds worth of 4-on-4 skating time. Puck bounces in front. Yevdokimov tried to get it on. Puck forward. Ojic sprinting. Ojic at the circle. Ojic drags, shoots, save made. DeBenedette tried to put it on, couldn't play it cleanly. Yevdokimov will grab it and run it the other way. Up and across the blue line, drags through, couldn't get around. Johnny McDonald bounces in tight. He'll pass it off. DeBenedette and Ojic. Been terrors in this game. DeBenedette across the blue line. Still with it. Shot, save made. Puck bounced into the glass. 1:05 the time remaining. Thrown to empty space. McKittrick will pick it off. Offsides, they'll say. Ruiz a little bit quick getting across the blue line per the word of the official. Two Seawolves sitting in the penalty box for a fight and a slash. Ruiz and Wong on the dot. Wong will win the draw. It'll be a very abbreviated power play for Mississippi when they do get it. Seawolves are on sides. McKittrick. Fortunate bounce off the door. Up to Ruiz. Needs some help. Gonzalez is there to provide it. Kyle Gonzalez will take the puck for a spin in neutral ice. Just settle it, hold it, look. On back to Abdella. Hands it backwards. McKittrick in. Daniel McKittrick wants it. Ruiz stopped by Shepard. The fans wanted it. And Mississippi denies it. I can't say the name of that state right now. They'll try it again. Here comes Ruiz. Left it behind for nobody. Turner. Haskins will walk in. Haskins drop pass for Yevdokimov. Threw it to the opposite side on the circle. Ruiz tried to pick it off. No one there for it. Shot on. Wilson punches it up top. With 2:51 left. That's the 50th shot that Mississippi has put on net. And both of the minor penalties came to a conclusion. So 2:51 to go. Donald will ring this one around. Radcliffe wants it forward for Amesbury, gets held up. Radcliffe will get under it. Bounces over the net. Amesbury, the puck sits underneath him. Robertson, the checking of Yevdokimov. Amesbury across the blue line. Amesbury drags it, shoots it, and a nice glove hand save for Shepard. Amesbury trying to show that he can do the goal scoring thing. just as well as anyone else on the unit. Leon spinning with it. Leon will hold it and work it. They'll run it low. Sheehan got it off his stick. Sheehan holds. Dowler. Puck on net. Ojic nearly there for it. A 4-point game for Tobias Ojic. Gets held up. Danbury would be just fine and comfortable sitting with it as time starts to wind down. In comes Lynn, tries to drag through. Puck will bounce into the circle. Puck free. Leon will walk it in. Last minute of the game. A disappointing result last night. Across for Robertson, didn't have any room for it. Leorakos will pick it off and take it. Across the right side. Walks in at the circle, shot thrown across. Too far for Leorakos to do much of anything with it. Robertson will hand it off for Ojic. The Danbury Hat-Tricks were trailing 1-0. As the first period started to wind down, missed on a power play chance. And as this puck will sail just a little bit wide, McKittrick will have one more breakaway chance. Let's see if they can get it to 10. McKittrick, the shot, Shepard, the save. A truly brilliant performance, all things considered. This will be an offensive zone draw for the Hat-Tricks with 22.9 seconds remaining. After they were trailing, they cranked up the heat with 5 goals in a 2-minute, 20-second stretch that completely flipped the script of this game and got the Hat-Tricks in rhythm. As you have to, Kimov will glide it forward, tries it again. It shot goes up top into the protective netting. We'll have one more face-off. Mississippi is heading on the road for 3 more next weekend. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. All 3 of their games in Carolina at the Winston-Salem Fairground Annex against the Carolina Thunderbirds. 6:35, 5:05. And 3:05 Central, the relevant times for that matchup. Add 1 hour for the Eastern times. That is it. The Danbury Hat-Tricks complete one of their most impressive offensive performances of the season. 9 goals. A 9-4 victory over the Mississippi Seawolves. A well-earned victory for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. They'll improve to 37-7-5. Mississippi drops to 15-30-4 and gave them an honest and good fight throughout the course of the evening.
And please divert your attention to center ice for the raising of the Litchfield Distillery Victory Barrel.
Word from our friends at Litchfield Distillery, it's the spirit of hard work. And to lift the barrel, Tobias Ojic gets to do so. Tobias Ojic gets to lift the Litchfield Distillery barrel. It's the spirit of hard work. The patrons of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of northwestern Connecticut, presents you the locally made Litchfield Distillery bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab it at the rabbit hole and hoist the barrel with the Hat-Tricks. Ojic gets to do so. Leon and Ojic will skate around and tip their sticks to the crowd. A simply brilliant performance.
Hattricks back in action tomorrow afternoon versus the Delaware Thunder. Puck drop is set for 3 p.m.
3 p.m. puck drop against the Delaware Thunder tomorrow as they'll head off. And we'll have our 3 stars of the night. You see the fat head of Johnny Ruiz against the glass. Loomed over this game an awful lot, scored 2 of those 5 goals the Hat-Tricks landed. All right, we're ready for the 3 stars. Here they are. The number 3 star of the evening.
Tonight's 3rd star from the Hat-Tricks with 46 saves, number 30, Brian.
46 saves and 2 assists. Goaltender Brian Wilson will come out. The 6th time he's crossed the 40-save plateau. Has twice gotten 50, didn't quite get there tonight, but stopped a number of enormous shots throughout the course of the game. The 2nd star, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points.
The captain, number 19,
Johnny Ruiz. The captain of the Hat-Tricks will tip his stick to the fans. And tonight's number 1 star of the game.
And tonight's 1st star from the Hat-Tricks with 2 goals and 2 assists.
A 4-point game for Tobias Ojic. A rowdy crowd at Danbury got every single thing they could hope for. Great saves, great goals, all 9 of them. Danbury will play tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. against the Delaware Thunder to wrap up a busy and loaded weekend here at the Danbury Ice Arena. And after the game, they'll be skating with all of the lovely fans. Anyone under 17 who signs up on the website will get a complimentary ticket to the hockey game. So make sure to go on to danburyhattricks.com/skate with the Hat-Tricks to get yourselves a chance to skate with these wonderful hockey players. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. What hopefully will be a good close to a loaded weekend of FPHL hockey. That's it for everybody with the Danbury Hat-Tricks. I'm Chris Lynch. We hope you have enjoyed your time with us. Be warm, be well, wherever you may be. We'll see you for Sunday matinee hockey tomorrow.